Namaste, everyone. This is Jeni Ji. Welcome to my channel for those of you who are just starting to see me. Hello. And I'm going to talk to you about what is coming up this week collectively with the energies. Of course, there's a lot of huge, powerful energy out there on this planet. There has been forever. However, because the world has been changing so rapidly, like, oh my gosh, like everybody, of course, can see it. And those of you in the little corner here, I have my little girl, Miss Bella. So she does join me a lot in my videos. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel to get new notifications on videos that are coming up and that are here. Okay, so let's do this, you guys. So from the 5th to the 12th of November 2022, this is where we are right now, and we have huge impacts going on. We have eclipse, we have a full moon energy, we have like Mars retrograde, we have the full moon, we have like master number energy, like, oh my God, right? So I'm just going to talk about like what you guys can expect, how you could be feeling, what is going on. So that way, whenever certain events start to come up, or you're like, wow, like, why am I feeling like this? You're going to understand more so. You're not going crazy. The more sensitive you are, the more energy you're going to feel and the more it's going to affect you. Like I'm very, very sensitive. I can pick up on energy. It doesn't matter where it is because I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium. And I get messages literally 24/7 from all different energies, ascended masters, the angels, your like your guides, people that have passed, like, and I just say spirit because it's just easier for me to do that. So I do combine a lot of Akashic records, past life, animal communication as well. So at times you're going to hear me talking about, you know what, this is what the animals are saying. This is their messages that they want you to pay attention to and listen to. So if you wanted to get a very detailed reading, you can always book with me. I will put my website below. So this is when I'm on here on YouTube. It's more collective energy and general. And at the end of the video, I'm going to pull a couple of cards as well, just to see what spirit has to say. But when I'm with you one-on-one in a private reading, I don't use cards at all. I don't need them. So, but to add on, to have some fun, to hear what spirit in the universe has to say, we're going to add some cards on. Okay, so this week we have the lunar eclipse energy that we have been in. It's all about taking our power back, especially on the 8th of November. The 8th of November is a huge, powerful day. There's a lot of people, as you have seen, that have been talking about righteousness. We want our power back. We're angry. We're upset at our so-called leaders in the world. Yes, everyone, it's the leaders, so-called leaders, as I call it, that have been creating all of this unsettlement, all of this craziness in the world. And it's not going to get any better because these leaders are having a little race and a little guide with themselves and their ego. So they don't care about humanity because they know that they have money in their bank. They know that they're being taken care of. What are they doing for us? Nothing. What are they doing for us? They're creating hate within, fear. They have created a lot of cosmic destruction, beyond destruction with what they have done. So I'm not going to talk a lot about that because it's really negative and I can't be a part of it. Okay. But yet we are all a part of it. So you're going to find that you're going to want to step it up a few notches. You're going to want to voice out maybe your opinion. Twitter is a world of where we can now really speak our minds. So every now and then I get on Twitter and I speak my mind. I really speak my mind. I have a couple accounts on there. I'll put that information below if you want to follow me and vent out. So people are speaking out, and a lot more fruitation are going to come on the 8th, as I said, of the crises that are going on financially, how people are struggling. I mean, even where I'm at in Canada, the rents, the cost of living are just stupid. Stupid. Look at the energy in the world. People are struggling. So you're going to hear more of that coming out with the recession as well. And it's really important for you to pay attention what messages that you are hearing from your soul, and pay attention to where it's guiding you towards. We all have our own journey. And I mean, we can talk about what we'd like to do or what direction we want to go. And some people are going to be like, no, are you crazy? You can't do that or whatever. You have to always walk your path that feels right for you, that you resonate with more than anything. So, and you're like, oh my God, what if I screw up? You can always book a reading with Jenny and I can give you more insights, of course, to what I see. But even that, you still make your own decision, because a lot of energy that we have been struggling with, like our habits, what we have been trying to release, that's going to come more into play as well. And this energy, especially with Mars retrograde that we're in, it helps push you to see what needs to be cleared and resolved. I did a separate video on that, so you can always watch that to get a lot more details on how to work with that energy as well. So you're going to find that your dreams vividly are coming more to the surface. You might experience some of your past lives. You're going to be showing what you really, really need to let go of. So it's like, why am I laying in bed and I'm trying to sleep, but I can't because this person, let's say for an example, who I have to let go of, I can't sleep because all I'm seeing is them. Like what is up with that? This is where you really need to pay attention and look at that person. Is it someone who I need to let go of? Is it someone that is good for my higher self and purpose? Is it someone I have to apologize to? Is it someone that I need to end things with? So all of that is coming to the surface. And some of you might find that there's certain people from your past that are coming back. Some of them might be wanting to apologize to you that they have done you wrong, or they have said something to you. And because the world is awakening more, they're starting to see, oh my God, I can't believe how I treated this person. If it's family, friend, coworkers, I can't believe where my mind is. Now I'm starting to see clarity. Oh, I feel so bad. So when they come back, that's going to give you that opportunity to either move forward with them or end your journey completely. However, listen to what they have to say. We all have our own journey of our evolution of our soul, and it's always good to accept their forgiveness and to forgive them. You don't have to get involved with them again. That's your own choice. That's why I said you can either move on with them and say, okay, I'm sorry too. You know, the world is really shooken everything up, and I was part of this group where I wanted to believe this, and oh my God, now I can see that maybe you were right, or I did wrong here, whatever it is. Just be really open to hear what their heart is saying, and that is your choice. That's your choice if you want to accept them back or not. And maybe you want to be that person that wants to go to them and say, you know what, I'm really sorry what I said or how I treated you. Maybe I've wakened myself to see things differently. So be in more awareness of that, because we also have this full moon on the 8th as well, and that's the blood moon. I did a separate video on that altogether. You can watch that video and get a lot more information with that, and that's a very powerful day to help clear, to help heal. We are in this Chiron energy till the end of December, and that brings up and has been bringing up a lot of energies from our past, from our childhood. You might have found that you've been having flashbacks. I mean, even I've been having certain memories of my grandmother who I love and I miss. I miss her so much, so much. We even moved to Colorado. She was from Colorado, and I get really drawn to just wanting to be there and move back there. It's just a huge part of me. And even when she was living here in Canada, I wish I remember where she lived. I remember the area, but I don't remember her address. And I really wished I could. And I'm like, gosh, I'd really like to even move in that area just to kind of feel her energy. But you can tune in. For those who have passed, they're going to be coming more in your dreams as well. Really pay attention. Really pay attention to their messages of what they're trying to say to you. Some of you might get messages and feel that you're leaving your body. Some of your dreams could be of you floating around in the galaxies and with the planets, or you might be more drawn to study more about the planets, like astrology, if it's zodiac, or reading more about the earth, or reading more about the planets, how they align, what they represent and mean. So that is where you're getting gravitated towards. Your soul purpose is coming forth more as well. So where are you guided to walk? We're in ascension. Like, we've had so many ascension symptoms coming, and they are expanding even more. Your body, mind, and spirit has been pushing you or showing you different areas and pathways that you need to walk upon. And with this energy, it's going to come more and more stronger and stronger. Pay attention to what direction you want to go towards. This Mars retrograde, as I mentioned, really watch that video I did, because it helps push you, and it gives you that extra like power to feel, maybe I need to take those extra risks right now and move in that direction, or change this part of me. Because we also have the Uranus retrograde. And that is teaching you to trust your soul, trust those messages that you're getting. And people are like, I know, but I'm not hearing those messages. Why? Well, the more you why? And the more you push, you are not going to hear. Take that time out for you and to reflect. Silence is the key to the soul, to hear those messages coming through that you need to really hear and focus on. Self-love is taking time. Oops, sorry, a little shakiness there, cosmic shakiness. But self-love is taking time for you, doing what is best for you, setting boundaries for you. Like, I've started to set more boundaries. I set more boundaries all the time, because I'm like, you know what? I need to take time for me to do this or to do that. I'm actually doing this on Zoom because I'm not taking the risk with my phone right now. I still haven't gotten a new one. So I'm like, okay, let's do this on Zoom and I'll upload it and see how it goes. So taking that risk and chance to see how things work out, and just really pay attention. Like, your vibrational frequency is really, really changing. It's really expanding. When you're more in awareness and grounded within, that vibrational frequency is literally going to take you right off the rocks. Make sure you stay grounded, because that energy is pulling you to reach up higher, to hear those messages from your soul. Like November 11th, like that's a huge vibrational day, huge day to manifest. It's also Remembrance Day, 10th and 11th. Remember our freedom and be thankful for the civil servants. Be thankful for the army. Be thankful for people who have brought back freedom to you. I have a very soft spot for the army and the soldiers and all of that, for many reasons. So look back on to May 2020. See where you are today. Where are you now compared to where you were back then? You might have seen that things are coming together more in sync. If you take a look back, you might even feel a little kind of out of alignment up into the end of December, even towards a little bit into January. And that's because we have these retrogrades, not Mercury retrograde, the Mars retrograde, Uranus, Chiron, all of those, because it's like that final boom of the year. It like December, the end of the year, it's like a stone's throw away. Can you believe that already as where we are right now? So start writing down what you'd really like to change on a vision board. Just start walking your path that you resonate with. There's been a lot of people that have ended many relationships, friendships, because of all the shakeups in the world. Everybody is like, oh my God, what was I thinking? What was I doing? People are angry, frustrated. A lot more ugliness is coming out in the world. No surprise, right? But that's the way it is. That's the way it is. And as long as you are staying true to you and walking your own path, that's all that matters. Be honest with yourself. What would you like? What would you like to happen? Like, people are really letting go of their dreams because they're like, there's no way that that's going to happen now because of where the world is and what's going on. I mean, you can still follow your dreams. You can still make things happen. I mean, if I wanted to travel somewhere, let's say I scan the country or the town or the city where I want to go. I mean, I'm not vaxxed. I took a stand and said, nobody's going to touch my body with some vaccination. So, of course, I haven't been able to travel, and that's okay, right? You have to look at reality with the way things are right now, and you have to stay in rules and regulations. However, you have to walk your truth and speak out and live in alignment with you. So much more is going to happen. So much more is going to come out in this world yet. Of course, obviously, right? But just pay attention to, especially November the 8th, explosion within the world. The world is awakening. You might even feel that shift of something big is coming. So, and it's very well within your soul telling you there's a change coming within, especially if you see the numbers 555. Like, some of you might be seeing more synchronicity numbers, 111, 222, 333. Really pay attention to that, because that's your guides and your angels saying, okay, you're on the right pathway. Or whenever you see those numbers, really pay attention to, where's my mindset? What am I thinking of right now? If it's something very negative, take that opportunity to really change your mindset from negative to positive and go more in alignment. Take time out for you, go in nature, whatever it is. Turn your phones off. Turn your phones off, for gosh sakes. Turn the news off. There's a lot of ugliness going on right there. I am an activist myself, yes, but I only pretty much vent myself on my Twitter account when I'm really feeling the need to, or when I really want to vent, and I go full force after these so-called leaders, which are not leaders. They're little children in the sandbox to see which pee-pee is bigger than the others. Mine is bigger than yours. No, mine is bigger than mine. Mine is bigger than yours. Da 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 da. Anyways, don't get me started. Right. So let's pull a couple of cards, you guys. Let's pull a couple of cards collectively from Spirit to see what messages that Spirit wants to say to us. So I'm just going to pull a couple of cards here. Make sure you clear them 3 times on wood. Knock them 3 times on wood. I've done that before. We're going to use them here today. So one of the decks I'm going to use here is Earth Magic Oracle Cards by Stephen Farmer. I have many decks that I use on the videos. I used to draw and paint them. So, and as we're doing a collective series, collective videos, we're going to use some cards. So let's ask Spirit, what is the message collectively from the week of November 5th to the 12th, 2022? What is the collective message from Spirit and the universe right away? Wow. Like, cards just fly out for me. They fly out. Look at that. Full moon. What did I just talk about? What's the very prominent day this week? It's the 8th of November. We have the blood moon. That's a huge cosmic day. A lot of things are going to come to the surface. A lot of people financially are screaming out. You're going to really see a lot more people talking about the recession, how devastated they are. And with inflation, people are going to be more homeless. The government don't care. Your leaders don't care about you. If they did, none of this would be going on, right? So anyways, when you have the full moon energy, work with it. Work with it. Watch my video on that, you guys. You're going to get a lot more information on that. So, and it also says completion. Full moons bring things to the surface for you to pay attention to end. What are you not in alignment with? End that relationship, end that toxic job, end that toxic partnership, whatever it is. Endings to new beginnings. When there's endings, there's new beginnings. Rebirth to death. How amazing is that? Like, how amazing are these cards, right? So I'm going to pull another card. Actually, I'm hearing to use this deck again. So when I hear messages from spirit, which is literally 24/7 nonstop, I listen, I pay attention. So what's a collective message? A couple of more cards fell out. I wasn't feeling that energy at all. I'm very sensitive. What's the collective message for us? Wow. Clouds, shape shifting. You know how I said that your dreams could get very cosmic? You could start having dreams that you're floating around in other planets. You could all of a sudden feel like you're sitting on planets. I mean, like what I do at times, without going into details, and even what I would do during when I taught meditation classes, is I would sit on the moon and reflect and look down on earth to see the beautiful lights of it, to see how beautiful it is. So some of you might get really drawn into learning more about the cosmic energy, the clouds, what's forming. There's messages in the clouds. Like I get messages from so many sources, modalities, ways. I wouldn't even begin to go over what I actually see. So pay attention to the clouds. Maybe, like some of you take a look up and don't second guess if all of a sudden you're seeing like an angel, a cloud forming as an angel, or a cloud forming, at you with a certain symbol. Really pay attention to the symbols that you're going to be getting this week for your whole entire week, not just on the full moon, but for your whole week. Really pay attention because there's a lot of cosmic energy happening this week specifically. Like November 11th, it's a huge day. Also, master number, it's again on the 12th of November. So on the 12th of November, use that energy to manifest. I didn't talk too much about the 12th, but that's a huge manifestation day for you. Master number day. Start writing down on your vision board what you'd like to manifest, what your dreams are, and also to really pay attention to what messages you're getting in from your soul. You might want to actually take that day to kind of quiet things down a little bit more. It's going to be a day where you're going to be like, I just want to have more of a relaxing evening or a weekend or whatever it is. And I need some space and time out for me. For those of you who are painters and writers, I'm really hearing a lot of creativity coming through as well for you, by the way. So let's just utilize the healing deck. Healing deck. Whispers of Healing, because we still have Chiron energy, and this is by Angela Hartfield. I love her decks because we still have that Chiron energy where we're still healing from those past like traumatic childhood days. And it could be any traumatic time, that has happened to you at any age, but a lot more trauma from childhood or memories or things like that have a tendency to sneak up on you. And whenever you're really seeing that and sensing that, just really, really go within and see where you are today to then let go and heal. And if there's certain, like with me, it's my grandmother. I really miss my grandmother dearly. And a lot of memories more have been coming back from her. She's very much still around me, and I do communicate with her. So, but anyways, let's find out what the cosmic weekly from November 5th to the 12th has to say to us right away. Choice. The energy right now is saying choice. You have that choice to make, especially with the full moon coming up in these cosmic energies. You're going to be making more choices about things. You know how I said a lot more is going to be exposed with people are really going to be venting out about their financial situation. They're going to be like, oh my goodness, like, how am I going to do this? Maybe some of you need to change your job. Maybe some of you need to end that relationship. Maybe you need to start doing a workout or changing your diet. Maybe you need to start really reflecting within and taking a look at what you're not happy with. The only way that you're going to make any changes is to make a choice of, you know what, I no longer connect with that person. I no longer feel that I'm being appreciated at my job. I want to move towards that direction. I'm going to make a choice. Maybe I want to renovate my place, whatever it is. We all have choices, and you can't control anything. You cannot control the outcome on anything. The only thing that you have any control over is yourself. Absolutely nothing else. Nothing else. So whenever our world is in craziness, which it has been for a long time, but look at the past few years, how things have really boom. It's like that volcano, as I say, you know, the volcano, the lava starts to come up, and then when it's had enough, it's exploded. Well, this is what's been happening to our planet. Enough is enough. So we all have to try to get along with each other, and we have to heal and awaken. Start listening to your soul, not your ego. Your ego will bring you into fear mode. Your ego will bring you into being selfish. Your ego will bring you into be wanting to, you know, like that power and greed and all the negative energies. When you are in alignment with your soul, you're hearing and listening to your heart. You're walking your path with your heart and your soul, because your heart and your soul is connected as one divine being and connected with source energy. Stay in alignment. Stay in alignment. Distance yourself away from things that are causing you pain and suffering and grief. Really tune in, really pay attention. And whenever we want to make choices to end certain things, it can be very painful and difficult because we don't want to hurt somebody, let's say, if we have to end a relationship. But if you're staying in a relationship where you're not happy, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. I mean, you can always book a reading with me and I can let you know what's going to happen and why this is happening and what the outcome's going to be. And if you decided to go that route or that route, I will give you my insights in what's going to happen. Anyways, let's pull a card here for crystals by Daily Crystal Inspiration by Heather Askinois. That's one of my crystal decks. I have a lot of decks, but they're packed. I've been living out of boxes for a long time. Anywhere I want to be moved, I get stopped. So it's Spirit's way to say, okay, not the right time, or you're not going to the right place or whatever, right? So you have to trust that. So anyways, what is the message from the crystals for collectively November 5th to the 2020 to the 12th, 2022 collectively? What is the best crystal for us, or crystal that we should, wow, right away? Labradorite, see the magic. Isn't that interesting? It has the same colors and vibrations with the Ukraine energy. Look where the war is. Look what's been happening in the worldwide events. However, it's really important for you to take a look at yourself. Blue represents throat chakra. The yellow represents friendship as well. Friendship. Okay, so take a look at within yourself. Maybe you want to, you know how I said there's a lot of forgiveness. There's some forgiveness that might be coming from a friend, family member, business, whatever. Or maybe you want to be that person that steps it out and actually be an adult and speaks from your soul, not your ego, and apologize or forgive or whatever. This is where this combination here is to see the magic within and let go. Communication for the blue. Yellow means friendship. Entwine the both of them from your throat chakra to speak. Actually, I do have my aqua aura on. one of my crystals that I was gifted when I had my television show at Shaw TV. It's one of my favorite crystals. Thank you, Yvonne. Yvonne. So anyways, another story. So that helps you communicate if you want to communicate. Blue is a color as well for communication. If you have an important meeting or you're going to be doing public speaking or you have an important conversation, wear the color blue because that's the throat chakra and that will help align you within. It will literally, and actually in the back, you can see the chakra system there. That's one of my wall hangings. All the rest of them are packed and I miss them. Oh, I miss them. I miss my stuff, being honest. But anyways, don't get me started. So you guys, so have a magical week, but just really pay attention to what messages are coming up for you and really utilize and work with these energies. You know, I have so many crystals around me right now. I ended up buying a couple of more. I just miss my crystals that are packed. But the energy is still entwined around my place anyways. So for those of you who want to book a reading, my website is below. I have a group on Facebook where I go live and I do free psychic clairvoyant readings. I will put the name of my group below for those of you who would like to join. And please subscribe to my channel, make some comments below. Let me know what's going on with things. Like the video. It really helps me a lot, you guys. Okay, so just make sure that you are in alignment with your soul. Stay true to you. And oh my God, I'm looking out my window and here's the snow, just a blowing a gale. But anyways, I'm inside. That is outside. So have a beautiful week, you guys. Namaste.